Oh, right. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a little something different. I'm going to be running a little experiment based on a feature that I noticed in the YouTube studio here. So, I haven't been really super active last couple months and years, way more features than they used to, and I don't keep up with them, so I don't even know when these come out and stuff. But I was clicking in the content section over here, and there's all these different tabs up here at the top. You got videos, shorts, lives, posts, plus podcasts, courses, which is pretty cool. That's cool that they allow you to create courses and bundle videos into courses here on YouTube. Some promotions for you to promote your videos, collaborations. And then I saw this first tab over here for inspiration. I was like, well, what is this? So I clicked it, and it's interesting. I've been in marketing for a long time, and is that oftentimes for popular, like mainstream tools like the Facebooks and the YouTubes, in the beginning they just have kind of bare bone features, and then there's like these third party tools that come out that integrate with them that have pretty good ideas to enhance the capabilities of the platforms. And with YouTube, those two tools are like vidIQ and TubeBuddy, and they have come out with tools over the years of like split testing headlines and split testing thumbnails so that you can A/B test and get better results with your videos. And then I know that vidIQ has a tool like this once AI came out, and it looks like YouTube is not too far behind them, and they've created their own, suggestions of videos, titles and stuff. So I'm not the greatest at coming up with these ideas and stuff, and I don't, you know, I just rank out the content, and sometimes I'll come up with the titles myself, which I think they're pretty cool, but maybe they don't get enough clicks and things like that, or whatever, or maybe they don't have the right thumbnail or whatever. I don't worry too much about those things, even though they're super important. But I thought it would be a fun experiment for me to take some of these angles and create content around them, since I've been in this space for a very long time and I know how to talk about a lot of these topics. And just as a traffic experiment, just to see if I can get more traffic and exposure, taking the prompts that it gives me, making videos about them, and then publishing those videos and just as is based on the what it gives me here. So I'll just click into one of them. So you can click more like this, you click show more, and it'll just load some more down here. Let's see, more options. I guess you can tell it if you like ones like this. If you're not interested, report, I guess, if it's a teen or something, and you can save these in little save tab or something, view saved, which I've saved a couple. So if you click in here, I wondered what would happen. So it gives you like a little description here, and gives you why this could fit your channel. I think I thought I thought it gives some videos. Um, yeah, it just gives you, it like tells you why they think this is a good idea. And if you click develop idea, it will give you some ideas for hooks. I think it gives you a couple of different ones. Yeah, so like a couple of different hooks. So the pattern interrupt, look at this, is high stakes comparison hook. Let me scroll back here, and we've got outline, which I don't think I'm gonna do all this. I'm not gonna say these things. This is more just showing an experiment of what to do. But yeah, that could be your script if you're gonna like follow a script or whatever. These are some thumbnail suggestions. So you can, I guess, select one of these or download one of these. That's pretty cool, man. And let's see. What is this? Titles. Okay, so there you go. Very cool. So you've got everything you need to create the on-page optimization for it. All you have to do now is provide the content. So let's go back to some of the ones already saved, and I'll talk about those. So let's click, I guess, just this first one. The zero search volume strategy targeting high intent keywords for rapid affiliate sales. So what I would do, based on this title, based on my experience, is if I was using a tool like, and I don't have it in front of me, but like SEMrush or Ahrefs, let me just go over there. Zero search volume strategy for high intent keywords. So what this is making me think of, and again, I'm not going to demonstrate this live, but SEMrush has a tool called the Keyword Planner. What is it called? Let's see, Traffic and Market Toolkits. What is their tool called? Keyword, yeah, Keyword Magic Tool. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but what I would do, and Ahrefs has a similar tool, I would search for a root keyword. So it'd be as simple as your branded keyword for the product or service that you're trying to promote as an affiliate, and assuming it's been around for a little while and it has some exposure, some searches for in the search engine. Let's see. Then what I would do is once you type that in, it's going to give you a long list of keywords. And I maybe can do this through like another tool that I'm logged into that it doesn't give you as much results, but this one's called KW Finder by this solution called like Mangools. So let me show you kind of what I'm talking about. Let's just see. I'm thinking of a keyword, I guess. So let's just say I'm just thinking of, this is not a product or whatever, but just for training purposes, I'm just going to type in like Waffle House. And what you want to do to target high intent keywords for rapid sales is you're going to want to focus on keywords that are transactional in nature. So this can, whatever keyword tool that you're using, it should have a feature like that where you can narrow it down to the transactional types of keywords. So why I like to start broad with a product or services is usually give me a long list of keywords, all the kinds of variations that people are typing in for that product or brand name. And then we narrow it down to just the keywords that are transactional related to that product or service. And then we're going to kind of how the zero search volume strategy ties in. If there are any of those keywords that say zero search volume, pay attention to those, because if these keyword tools have collected them, that means that at some point people have typed them in. And what I've often found is that a lot of these keywords that supposedly have zero search traffic, they're in there for a reason. And like, if you are optimized and ranking for that keyword, what I've often found, and you won't really, I've never heard this in any other SEO course, even though I'm sure other SEOs know about this if they have put in the effort and like gotten the results. If you decide to go after those buyer intent keywords that are long tail in nature and that have like zero search volume, over time you're going to get a trickle of traffic, and that because you're getting some organic traffic, it's like it compounds on itself. So Google is going to reward you with even more traffic, because in general, like the most SEOs are not going to bother with going after these keywords anywhere, because to them it's like garbage traffic. It's really not. It's very high intent transactional keyword traffic, and a lot of SEOs just don't bother with it. The SEOs that are optimizing for that particular brand and these paid SEO companies, they're not going to optimize for that generally. And so it's just left to the affiliates wide open for them to promote, to create content around those keywords. And most affiliate SEOs don't even know this. So it's now that you know this strategy, it's either going to be you or basically almost no one. And so this applies the same method you can do for any product, any brand, any service, any collection of keywords. So I hope that that makes sense. And, once you gather that list, you can just export it, use AI to generate the content. There's tons of tools to do that. We used to have to do that manually or pay an outsourcer or guest writer or whatever, but you can do that cheap, fast with all these AI writer tools. And that is what I think of based on all of my years of experience when I think of a zero search volume strategy targeting high intent keywords. And for rapid affiliate sales, if you're promoting a product or service as an affiliate, ideally you would want to have long tail buyer intent keywords, not just informational keywords. You may make some sales there, but just a lesson I've learned over time, if you're trying to conserve your resources with like AI credit tokens and things like that, you would want to start here. If you do decide to go after some of the non-transactional keywords in the future, you can do that, but I would use your initial like budget to go after these keywords. That's going to, once you rank for those, that's going to bring in a lot of the sales. Once you get some sales, now you have a little bit more of a budget. You can go after the other keywords, and some of those keywords over time we're going to bring in some more traffic and hopefully make you more money over time. But just start small and build from there, and that's how I would do it. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Hopefully you found this series helpful. This is the first video in this series. I'm just going to make a series of them. Just going to do this for about 30 days and see what happens. See if this is a viable strategy to get some organic traction and traffic from YouTube. I mean, YouTube knows YouTube and my own channel better than me. So I'm just going to take, some suggestions that YouTube is giving me for free and to use those. And yeah, just see what happens. That's how you learn things. That's how you figure things out, is you just test, and then you get some data. And, this is either going to go very well, kind of okay, or like not much different than anything I can come up with all by myself. So hopefully you found some value out of this video, and it's not it just about like this experiment, but hopefully you learned something just now from what I just shared with you. And then if you are interested in the method that took me from barely making anything online consistently each month with affiliate marketing, SEO specifically, this is the course I put together where I teach my method to other people. And you just go to SEOaffiliatedomination.com to learn more. You can check out this free presentation, watch it, see if that resonates with you, if that feels right to you. This is something that's simple. It's something that has worked for many years. It's something that will work for many years to come. You can use it with or without AI. It still works without AI. It works also with AI. So AI is not like making it obsolete. It's just making it better, faster, cheaper. So like it works either way. I've got tons of success stories. I've generated several $1,000,000 with this method alone, and I've been teaching it now for many years. So it's something that's not going to be here today, gone tomorrow. You get several bonuses when you join, but this is the core training. It's just 8 short modules. There are a lot of videos, but most of the videos are extremely short, and I even address the AI question here in the first module to update it for people that have AI questions. But mindset is the most important part. That's why I put it first before any of training. But each of these sections is broken down into a few videos. They're very short, and that was intentional so that you can go through the videos as quickly as possible, ideally in like a weekend or less, and begin implementing what you learn, because I want you to implement things. I want you to take action so that you can begin getting results as quickly as possible. And it's, I think, about an hour and a half or so in length. And then there's some additional sections what I recommend going through when you have time, especially these mental models. This is what really sets me apart from other people that are doing SEO and affiliate marketing and making money online just in general. These are the things, nuggets like that I've gathered over the years, that these are like my own philosophies and stuff that I've somehow put together, just all the stuff I've consumed that you won't find anywhere else. And this mindset material is really has been really helpful to me over the years in developing my mindset and how I think. So that's a little bit of what you're getting inside. Again, it comes with tons of other bonuses, but that's just a preview so you can see what you're getting. And yeah, if you want to learn this method, if you got value out of this video that I'm doing for free and you want to learn a process that you can duplicate and get results, just like you see here, these are all real screenshots from my accounts. So I mean, it's not just something that works with one product. These are multiple different products that I took at the, we're promoting simultaneously at the same time with the same method. So like this screenshot is a curation and proof of this process, what it can produce. So all these screenshots were taken at the same time. So, and at any given time, I might have 10, 20, 30, 40 little micro income streams, but they add up to several $1,000s a month consistently. So pretty cool. And that's very achievable. That's not unrealistic. And so that's kind of what you can expect if you decide to implement this and stick with it. So hopefully you found this video helpful. This is Greg Jeffries. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.